Do you have a secret superpower? If not, here's your sign to develop one. True power lies in your response. If the world is a storm, then your response is your shelter. If the world is a chaotic stage, then your mind is the silent director, deciding where to place the spotlight and what to ignore. From Roman arenas to modern life battles, Marcus Aurelius once stood before brutal Roman colosseums, where men and beasts were thrown in for public entertainment. But he understood the cheers, the violence, even death itself, weren't worth trying to control. What he did control was his character and his response. Fast forward to the 21st century. Bloody arenas may be gone, but psychological battlefields remain. Social media flooded with millions of toxic comments. Keyboards ready to insult, compare, and shame others for being different. High-pressure workplaces where self-worth is hijacked by others' judgments. Yes, you might get insulted, misunderstood, criticized, but no one can force you to react negatively unless you let them. Your mind is an uncensored theater here every morning. Hundreds of scripts are fighting to take center stage in your mind. A stressful work email, shocking news, a passive-aggressive comment on Facebook, a random message from your ex, a political decision that pisses you off. You can't stop these scripts from appearing, but you can choose which script gets the spotlight, which one gets cut from today's show. Marcus once wrote, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment." Sounds simple, but how do you practice that? Training your response, like a muscle. Negative reactions like anger, blame, or playing the victim, are not in your DNA. They're habits, trained the wrong way over time. To change how you respond, you must retrain your brain. Here are a few Stoic-inspired exercises. Each morning, write down 3 things that could trigger you today. Prepares your mind like a mental weather forecast. When someone hurts you, pause for 3 seconds and ask, "Is this within my control?" 80% of the time, you'll realize your reaction is about to go overboard. Before bed, write down 1 reaction you wish you handled better. Builds awareness, improves resilience day by day. News and focus, mob mentality and emotional traps. In May 2025, Vietnam's social media exploded. A celebrity was accused of wrongdoing. The internet split into 2 camps. Arguments turned to verbal attacks, personal threats, even dragging innocent family members into the chaos. Nobody knew the full truth, but everyone had a reaction. Why? Because we've been conditioned to react instantly, not to pause, observe, and reflect. If Marcus lived today, what would he do? He would observe. Acknowledge the emotions rising inside. And choose not to act if action didn't serve inner peace. Stoicism doesn't teach you to suppress emotions. It teaches you to master them. A relatable example. How do you respond to rejection? You confess your feelings to someone and get turned down. You interview for your dream job and don't get the call. A client yells at you for a mistake that wasn't even yours. How do most of us react? Anger, insecurity, bitterness, depression, resentment. But a Stoic mind would pause and ask, can I control the other person's reaction? Can I change the outcome right now? What's the one thing I can control? The answer is almost always yourself and your effort to keep moving forward. When you control your response, you own your power. When you lose control, you become a victim. Marcus on true freedom in modern life. We talk a lot about freedom, financial freedom, career freedom, freedom of self-expression. But to Marcus Aurelius, real freedom is this: the ability not to be ruled by your emotions. You could be broke, rejected, or alone, but if you master your mind, you're still free on the inside. On the other hand, someone might have everything: money, fame, power, but if they live in fear of losing it, snap at criticism, chase praise, they're just a slave to external validation. Marcus wrote, "Don't be a slave to your emotions. That's more shameful than being a slave to someone else." This episode was inspired by the incredible response to our episode on the real reason why people hate you. We saw thousands of comments sharing personal experiences and powerful insights. It shows that we're all grappling with the same challenges, emotions, and biases. And that's the whole point of our philosophy series. We're not some fancy intellectuals hiding behind big words. We're just fellow students of life learning alongside you. So, thank you for making this journey so special. Your thoughts and stories fuel our exploration and help us dive deeper into these timeless philosophies. This is a reminder that you're not alone in this journey of self-discovery and growth. We're all in this together. If you're enjoying this series, please share it with a friend. Let's explore these ancient wisdom together and see where it leads us. And until next time, remember, you have the power to shape your response to whatever life throws your way. Stay curious, stay open-minded, and keep embracing the power of your response. And if you'd like to continue this journey of self-discovery and ancient wisdom, we invite you to subscribe to our channel.